What's going on, family? Welcome to another episode of the Seez Monroe Show. I am your host, and today we're here to talk about Nope. Now, this is a spoiler review, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, go ahead and check out my spoiler-free review. Go ahead and run them numbers up. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. So, with that down, let's get into Nope. Now, Nope opens up to this 90s sitcom that had no reference to the movie. All right, maybe I'm being a little aggressive. It had a little reference to a certain situation that happened for this kid to play a part in the movie later on. But in all reality, was this actually needed in the film? And that's some of my gripes right there. The main star of the show, which is a monkey named Gordy, just so happened to go berserk on this episode of their show. Now, if you're watching a movie like me, you know it's about aliens. You think that some way, shape, or form that this is going to connect. But unfortunately, it does not.
Above the clouds.
That's big.
How big?
Big.
Now, if you guys have checked out my spoiler-free review, you know I gave this movie an 8. It doesn't mean that I didn't have any gripes with it. It just means that it was all in all a good movie, damn near a great movie. But it was just certain things in there that just could have been left out, and it could have saved a lot of time to go into something else, and we didn't do that. Fast forward, we meet Otis and his son, OJ. They're out handling horses when suddenly things start falling from the sky. One of those things just so happened to be a nickel that hit Otis in the head and went through his eye. So Otis is out of here. One of the things that got me mad about this is that was the explanation of cargo falling out of a plane or a plane crash or something of that sort. And it was just accepted, not just by the family, obviously not by the family, but by the media. And nobody said anything, and people just went on about their lives. If you guys are counting, that's gripe number 2. We fast forward to present day where OJ is trying to keep his ranch afloat by selling horses to the co-star of Gordy's home. Now, this is where things get a little interesting. When OJ is talking to Jupe about getting his horses back, you can see Jupe reflect and try to change the subject to something else. Later, we find out that Jupe has been feeding the horses to the UFO. Now, this is gripe number 3. I felt that this would have been a perfect opportunity to go on the UFO's relationship with Jupe, so on and so forth, but I felt like it was a missed opportunity because we were still talking about Gordy's home. Also, just from assumption, earlier on, while watching the movie, you think that the Gordy home incident will have something to do with the UFO later on in the movie. But in all reality, it does not. It was an isolated incident. It had nothing to do with alien activity. But I digress. Later, we found out that this UFO is not an alien spacecraft, but an actual creature that just consumes organic objects. The rest of the story is pretty much in the trailers as far as them trying to get the footage of the UFO, so I'm not going to bore you with those details. All in all, that was part of my problem with this film. We could have went into more details about this creature, and we were stuck on this Gordy's home bit, and I don't see how it helped us. And well, they kind of went into the predatorial, don't look the thing in the eye type of bit, but in all reality, that could have been spent on explaining what this creature was. But again, that's just not how we do things. Looking online, I've seen this long list of what this movie could have been about, and sometimes movies are cut and dry. Go watch it, go enjoy it. I compare this film to A Quiet Place. It wasn't nothing to overthink. Yes, you can go in and wonder why these aliens are on Earth, how the aliens crash landed, so on and so forth. But sometimes you just have a movie and you just have to just enjoy it, watch it, and hope for a sequel to explain more and more. All right. So that's my piece, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Well, there you have it, family. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that like button. Leave a comment. How did you feel about this film? Have you seen this film? If you have not, go ahead and check out my spoiler-free review. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Peace.